Hi, it is Sarah here from the Dance Den. Now, in my live this morning in my Facebook group, The Dance Business. Now, if you're not in it, head over and join it because I go live every Tuesday. We were talking, or I was talking about deadlines, cushions, and what on earth am I on about? Well, you see, I often get asked, Sarah, how do we get people to respond to our emails? Whether it be parents or whether it be the halls or whether it even be your teachers, how do we get people to respond to us? Because we're often left in that limbo of, oh, I've inquired about a hall as to whether it's going to be free at a certain time and they haven't got back to me. Now, the knock-on effect from that means that you can't budget, you can't book your teacher, you can't tell the kids who need to turn up, or if it's a new workshop or a new class, you can't advertise it until you've got certain things in place. So having a deadline on it gives a sense of urgency to whoever you're dealing with. So if it was with a hall, for example, you could be like, please, can you get back to me by X date? Okay. Now, this sense of urgency means that people are more likely to respond to you because you've said to them, I need to know by whatever that may be. And it just means that people are more active and they are more likely to respond. And that's often what we need. Okay. So give them deadlines, give them this close, give them this I need to know, or please tell me by, or I have to action further to this, so therefore I need to know this by. Give them that close. The other thing that I'd recommend you do is a timeline. Okay, now what a timeline basically is, let's just say you've got a competition team and you want to give them a new piece for the next competition that's coming up. And you're going to have a to-do list for it, which might involve the choreo, the music, the entry, the hall, the teacher, for example. Okay, numerous things. Well, out of that, realistically, your hall is going to be number one, your teacher is going to be number two. Book them, make sure they're in place. Then you're probably going to have to do 3, 4, 5. You may change the order, okay, obviously. So realistically on this timeline, 1 is the hall. So the first of that, right, okay, I have to have that booked by Tuesday, the 11th of June. Okay, which means I can tell a teacher on Wednesday, the 12th of June. In the meantime, she can be provisionally booked and this is the date that I'm waiting on. And so on and so forth. Because if you know your deadline is, for example, the 20th of June for this, you know this can be booked. You know you can get your rehearsals in, you know you're going to have it done in time, and it all works, okay? So create your timeline. But the biggie on this, which is where the cushions come in, is that you have to give yourself a cushion for people not to make your deadline. Because life happens, right? Things get in the way. People are like, oh, I don't know, it rained and therefore I couldn't get to my emails. Terrible example, but you know what I mean, right? Okay, so you've got to give yourself a cushion. If this is the deadline for the competition entry, okay, and you need to know, maybe you put the kids down there, okay, you need to know which kids can make that date. Don't make the deadline for the kids telling you whether they can make the date the 19th, because that only gives you 1 day. That's not enough time to go, Flossie, are you actually doing this comp or not? I need to know. Oh, hang on, I just need to check with my husband and my shifts and I'll get back to you later. It's too late. You will miss that entry. So you've got to give yourself that cushion to allow people to just to breathe. Actually, to allow you to breathe. Because the more things are really, really close to each other, the more stressful it's going to be. And stress is not good. This is why forward planning is absolutely crucial. Cough, cough, hint, hint, by my planner. shameless plug, okay? Forward planning, I cannot stress enough. It will revolutionize your school. And if you're not doing it, I highly recommend you do it. Okay, because this will make a massive difference. Make yourself a timeline, plan it all out. If you know that this competition entry has to be in June, realistically, you need to know where you stand with your extra rehearsals and with your entries by, by your entries by the 1st of June. I'm presuming your extra rehearsals would have happened in May. So create that timeline, know what you're doing, know where you're going, okay? So cushion, give yourself that cushion and do not overcommit. And then the last thing will be the okay? Of course, people are not going to respond to you necessarily the first time. So set alarms, set alert, set reminders for yourself to go, please remember, I need to know this by 2 days' time. I need to know this by tomorrow. Give them those deadlines so that they know what is going on. All right, so if you want the full live, you need to jump over to my dance business group. And remember, I am always live every Tuesday at 9:30. So please come and join me over in that group. And if you want my planner, head over to my website. Last order date is the 11th of June. 11th of June to get that bad boy. All right, guys, take care and I'll speak to you soon.